Woohoo! We're off again.
Yay!
Say hello, John.
Hello there.
What are we doing today, John? What's this walk you've got me on?
Moray Coastal Trail from Forest through to Cullen. Hopefully arrive by Tuesday.
Crikey. Hopefully get there by Tuesday. It's Monday now. It's not. It's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going that way, are we? Didn't know where we're going. Look. So it's Friday now. We'll hope to get there by the end. It's 50 miles, is it, John? You said 48.
48. The book says 48.
The book says 48.
And what was it? Google said 50.
Google says 50. So we're going to just round it to 60.
65.
65. Yeah. Cool. Right, we'll check in at another point. There you go.
We are halfway between Findhorn and
Berghead.
which is on the headland over there.
Findhorn's in that direction. Berghead's that direction. Now, bearing in mind, we set off at what time? About 3:30, was it? 4?
Yeah, half 3:44.
Yeah. So we set off fairly late-ish. It's now 20 past 6. So we've done probably easy 8-9 miles already, haven't we? So we've covered some good trail already. So now we're at this point where we're kind of looking just for places to camp, and we can see there's a little woodland over there, and that looks like a good place to maybe find a little place to set up, get sheltered away from this wind, and the tide's coming in, so there's no more walking on the beach. Okay, see you when we get there. There's John all set up, look. Here he is. You going to bed early, John?
No, I'm staying up till midnight.
He's staying up till midnight, dirty dog. Yeah, there we are, we're all set up in the woodland. Sun's going down. There's my little camp there. And we've covered about, what, 8 miles, would you say?
8 or 9.
8 or 9, yeah. About that, between 8 and 9.
We're only 2.5 from Burkhead.
Yeah, so we're kind of playing a guesstimate game here. It's about 8 or 9. We're about 2.5 miles from Burkhead, so which we can kind of see over the horizon there. So we're heading for that tomorrow. Then we'll probably get breakfast and eat there and get refreshments and water top up. But yeah, so we're gonna call it a day and then put our heads down for a bit and see you tomorrow. Good morning. There's John's all packed up, ready to go. How you feeling, John? Chipper. He said he had a bit of a cold night.
Early days, it's only one day.
Got a bit of mist. Can't see out there, but we can still see Birkhead. So we're heading for Birkhead now. It's going to be about 2.5 miles. And we're gonna, if there's anywhere to get breakfast, we'll get a breakfast, shall we? Bacon sandwich. And then we're hoping to achieve about 12 to 16 miles today. That's the aim, isn't it? Get some mileage in. And who knows when we'll finish. So we'll check in when we get to Birkhead. So we're at Birkhead. John's having a drink of water there.
Well-deserved drink.
Well-deserved drink. So we're having a little break now, and then we're going to head off east, and then we're on our way to find somewhere to eat. So we're at Lossy Mouth. We've just been to the pub just there, haven't we, John? Had a bit of a break. There's John there, look, feeling it. He reckons he can do the rest of it in half an hour, he said.
Yeah, no problem.
So yeah, we're going to go over this bridge here. And where do you think we're going to stop for the night? Just a bit further on.
Forest along there?
There's going to be a forest just over there. And we're going to stop there at night. On Google Maps it says it's about 8 hours left, so we're going to...
I don't believe it.
We're going to see. I doubt it very much.
It's not 8 hours for us.
No, so we're going to see. So we'll check in when we get to camp. So we've got to the last camp. Well, I say last camp, it might be our last camp, isn't it? We might get it done tomorrow, but we might not, so there might be another camp after this. But we've finally got here.
We have some injuries.
We have injuries, we have tired feet, sore legs, and we've hiked a lot today, so it's we'll see how we get on. We're going to get to Spey Bay tomorrow, get some food, hopefully, if it's the dolphin centre's open, and then from there we're going to push on to Bucky, and hopefully, if we've got the energy, maybe push on to Cullen from that point and finish this up. And then that way we've done it in a day, 2.5 days, or barely 2.5, yeah, so that's good going. But we're going to see how it goes on this end, haven't we? So we'll check in tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Got the coffee on the go. So feet are nicely taped up now, so I've taped my feet up, ready to go again. So I've just got to get packed up after I've had my breakfast. John's having his breakfast now. He's camped on the other side of this big sort of shelter thing. Tempting to camp in there. It did rain last night, so I feel like I should have. It's a bit cold and damp in there as well. We're going to be heading off to Spey Bay, which should be about 2 miles from here. So the Kingston, that's what they call it, is about a mile and a half, and then there's 2 miles to Spey Bay, and then from there we're going to have a break. If the dolphin centre's open, we're going to get some water, we're going to get some food, we'll have a proper meal. I might dump out some of the stuff I don't need while I'm there, so bin all my rubbish and stuff, get some light in the load. And from there we're going to push on to Bucky, but John's thinking about doing it again for another night. I personally think we can push on to Cullen from here. So we're going to get to Bucky, because when I did the Speyside Way that time, and I went from Spey Bay to Bucky, it took me a couple of hours, and I think that won't take, nothing will change there. So I think for the rest of the day, I reckon I can get to Cullen by late afternoon, so maybe like 5 o'clock or something like that. So we'll see. But got a few blisters. Nothing major, but I know John's probably got more than I have, because obviously I've been taping my feet. But yeah, I'm just going to do it and go for it, see what happens. So hopefully we'll finish today, and that'll be quite good, because we did 2.5 day walking, and did about 50 miles, which is good going. So that's been pushing on hard, that one. So I'll check in again, guys, when we're at Spey Bay. So guys, I've left the dolphin centre about half hour ago. I've just went through the golf course and I was a little bit off trail for a bit. It's not signposted greatly, this part of the area, because I remember doing this on the Speyside Way, and I remember it being tedious. So now I'm walking through the beach side to get to Port Soy. We've lost John, so John, we haven't actually lost him, but John has tapped out at the dolphin centre. His feet are annihilated, so he's got blisters in his feet. And to be fair, you know, he's done well hiking as far as he's done, but he's made a decision that through hiking in general is not for him. It's not his thing. To be fair, it's, personally, if I was giving personal opinion here, it's the preparation of it all. I think he's physically able to do it, but when it comes to things like dealing with blisters and that, nobody, I just want to say this, nobody's invincible to them, okay? No one's invincible to blisters. Everyone gets them. And even if you tape your feet up like I've done, you still get blisters. I've still got some blisters. So it's a case of prevention is the best thing for blisters. It's trying to prevent getting them in the first place and having a foot routine. And, you know, if you don't take that seriously, it's bound to get, you know, a real bad one. And as a result, it's going to put you out your game. So even though physically you might think, I can get there, the reality is, you know, it can make or break your journey. And I know that from experience as well, because I've tapped out in, you know, through hikes before. You know, I remember the first time I ever tried Speyside Way, and I tapped out for that reason, because I was wearing just basic walking shoes and sport socks, you know what I mean? Didn't take it seriously, and I got blisters really early. When we did the Davo Way, and we did that together and we completed it, I got blisters later because I had better footwear and better socks, but problem is, I still don't think about the blister prevention side of things. So it's a case of, if you're going to do these long walks and long hikes, everyone's prone to blisters, okay? I don't care who they are. Okay, people might go, oh, I don't ever get blisters. You would eventually, okay? Because at the end of the day, blisters are created from heat and friction of heat. And if you're wearing something, if you haven't got the right footwear, and if you haven't got the right socks, you're going to get blisters, okay? It's going to cause friction. And if you're not doing things to prevent that, then you're going to get blisters. So it's a case of, I suppose it's that saying, isn't it? Like proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. That's a prime example again. So in that case, I'm gutted for him, because he really wanted to do this one. He really wanted to do this Moray Coast Hill. If anything, this was his one that he wanted to do, because, you know, after he did the Speyside Way, that was a longer version of this, so to say. And I'll just drop my poles. That's a longer version of this, and it was more hillier, it was more challenging terrain. This terrain's a lot easier, if you ask me. I found this one quite easy, so I'm just trying to get myself onto the beach part, away from these pebbles, and I'm just going to hike on to Port Soy, and then from there to Bucky, and then from there to Cullen, and then I smashed it in 2.5 days, got through it. So yeah, will I do this one again? Probably not. It's not been that great. I don't think. I mean, the scenes have been beautiful on the coast, but that's what it's all about, really. The scene for this one. The hike itself is quite tedious. It's just walk forward. There's nothing really interesting, really. There's a couple of points that you get that you think, wow, but other points that you just think, nah. You know what I mean? I think there's better hikes out there. So, but if you like the scenes, then definitely. Right guys, I'll check in when I get to Port Soy.
I'm
made it through to Bucky. My GoPro camera has like 10% left, so I'm going to be filming less from here to Cullen because I want to film the last bit. I haven't got, my other batteries are dead now. I haven't got much memory left on my phone to do these. It's a bit windy for the drone, so I'm just going to push on to Cullen now. I think I need to stay in the zone and do less filming, so I'll see you when I get to Cullen. So I'm in Port Nocky. I'm not gonna lie, it's very confusing around here. Kind of got a little bit diverted to get round a certain part. I recognise this bit here because I think me and John has paddled this in the past. So yeah, I'll see you when I get to Cullen. So I've made it to Cullen, so this is the end of my journey. Absolutely battered now, I'm just waiting for my wife to turn up. Looks like it's going to rain in a bit, so I'm knackered now, my feet are feeling blistered. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video, give me a little like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.